Hello again. So is there any difference here? I don't understand anything. Hello again. So who is here with me right now? So I think the sound is clear. I think maybe, I don't know, you have to say it, but just tell me, is everything okay at the moment? Sound is good? Yeah, it should be. Okay, so we have 3 people at the moment, and this is my second time that I go live today, actually, not just today, in general, in total. And step by step I am trying to understand its atmosphere here. It has a lot of, you know, options, and it seems very complicated, but step by step we are basically using the software called OBS Studio, and through that software actually I can show different things. For example, I can change the for example I can change this scene. Let me change it. For example, LG life is good, for example. Now I am going to change it. Just hold on. Okay, for example, I changed it. Yes, Cool. So at the moment you are seeing this sentence, LG, life is good. It's cool. Nice. Step by step I am actually getting used to it. It is so complicated. Not complicated actually, it is a bit of course professional. It is not simple. It has a lot of elements here. So can you guys tell me who are you at the moment who are watching me? Who are with me actually? So that I can communicate with you. You can use this chat box and type something. You know, we need to communicate. I told you before. The YouTube atmosphere is very different, completely different from other social media platforms. This is much more realistic actually. This is much more real. There are a lot of rules to be obeyed, to be followed. I mean, it is not like 10 years ago, 15 years ago that people could do anything. Normally people cannot, how can I say, just neglect the rules because there is a report section on YouTube. Even people cannot actually, of course they can, but normally they cannot comment negatively. They cannot leave negative comments. If you do so, people can report you. If you get 3 reports, your account, your channel, your profile will be eliminated. This is very strict. So this is a community, because this is a real community that we are together. I mean, the YouTubers, the content creators, and also the viewers, the watchers. I mean, you, basically. And yeah, I mean, normally we can do a lot of stuff here. I have some plans, but not for today, maybe for the future. We can talk, share, exchange a lot of knowledge, and also there is a chance of having live with a lot of people here. I am dealing with that. Sadık says, okay, you don't have, no problem. Maybe we can do it later, actually, or because people are watching and normally they are not typing as you do. I mean, people should type something, should communicate. This is the only thing that you can communicate with me. That is it. And we cannot swear. You know, people can report you, not just the YouTubers, other people. For example, there's a video you commented some negative, they call us profanity. You talked about profanity, as you said, swear, or swearing stuff. And all of a sudden there is another person who sees your comment and he or she can report you. If you get 3 reports, they call it as strike actually, YouTube is going to how can I say, analyze those comments, and if it understands that the comment is not acceptable, okay, they ban or restrict your account, and if you do it like for 3 times, as I said, your whole channel or profile or account, whatever, is going to be, you have to say goodbye to that. Understand? I remember like 3 or 4 years ago, I had a live stream on YouTube, not on this channel actually. It's a long story, and over there I invited a couple of people, and we had a sort of live chat. So maybe it is possible, if people really want to do so on some specific days, it is possible. You can come here. We can actually talk and practice and also get fun. I mean, have fun. I think it is possible. So what else? Who are with me at the moment? Who are with me at the moment? Sadak says it is terrible. Why? Why it is terrible? Actually, there should be a sort of automatic caption, let's say subtitle, but it doesn't work apparently. Let me check it. Check it one more time. Yes. People can report you if you are not agree, if you do not agree on something. No, listen, there are some rules. This is not just on YouTube. It is something which is related to the societies. For example, let's say we cannot talk in a sort of hatred way. We cannot talk about racism. We cannot talk about religion, politics, or any kind of other stuff, right? So I mean, negativity should be gone. I mean, it should be away, should go away, and then instead the community should be a place, a positive place, actually. Understand? That is the goal of YouTube, which is really cool, actually. Yeah. Because as I said, YouTube is a community. People haven't understood it yet. YouTube is a community of people. Like, as I said before, you weren't here. I told it a few days ago. There are 4 people on YouTube. I mean, 4 type of people. Number 1 is YouTube itself, the community, the whole, how can I say, organization. Number 2 is the YouTubers, I mean the content creators, those people who are creating videos. Number 3 is the companies who are giving advertisements. Okay. Number 4 is people. And for me, as I said before, number 4 is the most important one. If there is no people, there is nothing. There is nothing, Imagine that you are the manager of, let's say you are the CEO of Apple company. Okay, but if no one buys your products, what happens? You're nothing, right? So you need people to pay for you, right? So on YouTube, actually, how can I say, on YouTube, people are watching the content or contents, and people basically are watching the contents and also the advertisements. And if you, as, let's say, audience, do not watch advertisements, YouTubers will not earn money. Okay, this is something that you should know it. People don't know it a lot. And also the companies are putting their ads on those videos which have a lot of views, right? I mean, on those popular videos, actually, not on everywhere, on all of the videos. So the whole story is people are very important. If you do not watch the videos, what happens? The whole policy, the whole atmosphere of YouTube is going to be meaningless. Understand? There is a huge algorithm on YouTube which is so crazy. It analyzes human psychology, and it analyzes human choices and preferences. You know, if you don't, how can I say, believe me, after this live, go to your YouTube and refresh the page. Each time that you refresh the page, you will see some new videos. You will see some video, how can I say, steady videos, because you subscribe to some channels and you keep actually watching them. They are stable. They are over there. They are fixed. But each time you enter you open YouTube app on your telephone or on your tablet, laptop, or whatever, you see some new videos that you have no idea. It can be a comedy show, it can be, you know, news, it can be something that you have no idea about. You know, YouTube actually shows these videos to people to make sure whether maybe you might like it. I mean, the whole algorithm and psychology of YouTube is to make people stay on YouTube. That is very crazy. I mean, the whole YouTube creates a situation, a sort of atmosphere for you, and YouTube wants you, let's say, of course, everybody wants people to stay in this platform. The more you stay here, the more YouTubers, or actually YouTube itself also, earns money. This is the deal. But of course, if you want to earn money, you have a long, way. The first thing that you should have is to have at least 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. And after that, you need to have like 4,000 hours of watching, viewing. Let's say 1K subscribers and 4K, let's say watch time. After this, you are allowed to enter to YouTube business as a YouTuber. So this is a huge, process, which is not easy. Mostly people join the YouTube and they have a lot of, dreams, and then after a couple of months they say, no, I can't. They quit normally. So YouTubers actually try to make people stay on their channels or on YouTube itself, because as I said before, if there is no people who are watching something, there will be no money for YouTube. YouTube earns money from advertisement. So imagine that people are not using YouTube anymore, so companies will not put their ads or advertisements on YouTube. So what happens? The whole system will collapse. So I always say, if you want to support YouTube, let me say something. Basically, on YouTube, of course, YouTube is a sort of social media, a sort of platform that people watch videos to get entertained, to have fun, to kill the time, to be happy, blah blah blah. Okay, that is cool. But majority of videos, or the channels, are educational channels, right? You learn some. For example, me, if there is a problem, let's say if I have a technical problem, let's say with my telephone or on my laptop, the first place that I go in is YouTube. That's the first place. I go on YouTube, and then what happens? I do a research and find the solution for that. So that video saved my life. And I learned that idea for free, right? For free. I didn't pay anything. But that, let's say 2 minutes, 5 minutes video saved my life. I learned. Or for example, it happened for me as well. I am sure that it happened for you too, that you want to actually cook something, okay? You don't know what to cook. You go to YouTube and you open a video and you follow the structures, and also you follow the recipe, and then what happens? You start to cook. So you learn something for free. Okay, so as a viewer, everybody, me included, okay, we watch, we need to appreciate, we watch it and we learn it for free, right? So we need to appreciate it. The least appreciation is to watch the video, because this is the rule. This is the rule, this is the policy or politics of YouTube. YouTube wants people to stay on this platform. Like that. And second, when you watch the video, what happens? You let the YouTuber to put a lot of ads or advertisements, scatter some advertisements on different periods of his or her video. So what happens? Each time that you see an ad, you basically help the YouTuber to earn money. There are some people who installed ad blocker. This is a killer. Of course it is irritating. Of course, ads are terrible, but we need to remember that we learn something for free. We just, how can I say, do a research on YouTube, it comes, we watch it, we learn it, and we are happy. So what happens now? The YouTuber killed himself or herself to create that material. It is not easy. You have to spend a lot of time finding a good topic, then you have to talk about it, you have to film it, edit it, put it on YouTube. It is a huge amount of time and energy and motivation, right? So let's be helpful. This is the community, because I told you before, this is the community. We need to appreciate. If someone helps you, I'm not just talking about YouTube, if someone helps you in your real life, so how would you respond? Right? We start to, you know, appreciate it. We say, oh my God, you're the best person. You saved me. You helped me to solve my problem. How can I say return your favor? You know, you would definitely try to say it, but on YouTube people say, okay, no problem. We should change it, and I am here to tell you that I'm not just talking about my own channel. I mean, in general, I am trying to explain the psychology of YouTube. I wish there were a lot of people here watching, and so I would explain it, but no problem. I do respect for only one person, two, no problem. You're 3 people right now. I do appreciate that you are with me at the moment and you're listening, but no problem. I'm trying to enlighten you. This is it. We basically appreciate people who are helpful for us, who are actually doing something positive for us, like that. This is appreciation. The least appreciation on YouTube is, you know, that simple like. Really, believe me, you know, that like. Maybe you say, okay, so what happens if I tap on the like? What happens if I watch it or do not watch it? I told it before, let me tell it again. When there is a lot of like on a video, okay, when there's a lot of like on video, YouTube's algorithms, let's say robots, understands that, oh my God, this video is something interesting, because, you know, the YouTuber uploaded the video and all of a sudden 1, 2, 3, there are, like, for example, 1,000 likes. What is going on? There are, let's say, 200 comments. Oh my God, this video is very popular, huh? So the algorithm says, I can show this video to more people so I can get more audience. This is capitalism. I can get more audience. I can how can I say, make people to stay on YouTube more. Understand? It happens, of course, because maybe we are not actually used to the system. It happens, but for example, me, when I watch something and when I really appreciate it, I definitely put a like, or at least sometimes I comment. I leave a comment. These are really important, because this is the psychology of YouTube. This is the psychology of YouTube, yeah, like that. So your likes, comments, shares are very important. Plus, please, I always say, if you do not want to watch the video, don't open it. I'm not just talking about myself. If you don't have time, or if you don't want to watch the video, don't ruin it. You know, imagine that the video is like 10 minutes, for example, 10 minutes, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 100 people are opening the video at the same time, but something happens, or they don't like it, blah, blah, blah. They, how can I say, they cancel it. They stop watching it. For example, 100 people open the video, and after 5 seconds, after 1 minute, everybody just close the video because of different reasons. Maybe the quality is terrible. Maybe the video couldn't help them, maybe they hate the video, maybe blah blah blah. What happens now? Again, those artificial intelligence, let's say robots or algorithms, again see, oh my god, there's a video over there, and people, 100 people, let's say, start to watch it, and after, let's say, 10 seconds, people stop watching it, for example. What happens? That video plummets, falls down. YouTube won't show it to other people. If YouTube do not show the video to other people, your video cannot get view. If your video cannot get, view, what happens? You cannot put ad on your video. People will not watch it. This is a huge attack to the YouTuber. Really. I am not just talking about myself. In general. I have a lot of favorite YouTubers. I really appreciate their effort. I really appreciate their energy and their time. It is not easy. Don't forget it. And sometimes I open the video, I play the video, and I go. For example, especially when the video is like, for example, let's say 20 minutes. I play the video and I go. This is a help. I help that YouTuber actually. This is my help. This is my appreciation, because I learned something. Not just learn. Maybe that YouTuber entertained you. You know why people go to the cinema? We go to cinema. We pay money for 2 hours to get entertained. Yeah. Why should we go to those places? We go there, we pay money, and we get entertained, and we are happy now. This is part of life, right? So we help. If people do not go to cinema, so the cinema industry will plummet, will destroy, right? This is, very basic and simple stuff. And yeah, like that. This is one thing. And for example, Sadiq here says, I won't do it again. Actually, I used to do it. To be honest, I used to do it, but in that case, I am not helpful as a citizen, as a person. Imagine that. Let me put it this way. Imagine that there is a teacher or there is a good YouTuber that you really love him or her. Why? Because of his or her content, videos they are really valuable, fantastic. You get entertained, you really enjoy it, you learn something, blah, blah, blah. So, what happens? You keep watching it, okay, you have fun, blah, 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 and all of a sudden, you get used to it. You get like TV series, right? You get used to them, and all of a sudden, that YouTuber is gone. How would you feel? Very basic question. How would you feel? Won't you say, okay, where this YouTuber actually went, or I want this YouTuber to come back? So, as a citizen, if I do not appreciate someone's work, I should not expect that person to create content. Why? So the YouTuber is creating a content for free. We are watching it, we are consuming it, we are eating it for free, and we are not supportive, we are not appreciating them. So it doesn't, the game, this is not fair game, right? There are a lot of YouTubers, as I said, that I really adore their effort and their content. They are really fantastic. So as only one person, as only one citizen, I try to support support them by what? By just watching their videos. Yeah, this is it. This is the least thing that we can do. If you don't have time, play. For example, if I don't have time, I open the video and I go. I don't want to watch it. Maybe I mute it. I mute the video and I go, because this is the algorithm. Because this is the psychology of YouTube. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is it. So if we cannot motivate the YouTuber or anyone, they won't work for you, right? For example, let's say you work somewhere for a company. If they don't pay you, will you work? You won't. You say, I work here, I come here every day. Right now there's corona over there, out there. I am, putting my life in danger, right? And I come to your company, I work it for free. Why? Why should I work for free? Imagine this way, right? So yeah, as I said, YouTube is the entertainment atmosphere, or let's say platform. Like cinema is entertainment too. There's a huge budget, big budgets. I mean, the Netflix stuff, the TV series. Do you know how much budget are being spent on TV series? Game of Thrones, for example. It's fantastic, very successful TV series. Of course, mostly they are successful, but let's say Game of Thrones, it was really fantastic because they spent a lot of money on that. So why they are spending money? Because they know that people will consume them. People will watch them. Imagine again, if people do not watch it, what happens? They cannot continue. They cannot create content. So what happens? You cannot get entertained. That is it. From throughout the history, people just try to people have been, let's say, trying to find a way to get entertained, right? TV series is one of them. As Sadık says, reading books is one of them. So imagine that you have a favorite writer, okay? So you love him or her, you love their writing style, you love their psychology, their methods or whatever, but you are not supportive. So the writer cannot continue his or her life, right? So the writer is a citizen in the society who needs money to be able to continue his life. Easy peasy, very basic. It's very basic. If I am not supportive to that artist, writer, to everybody, okay, I should not have expectation of them to do something for us for free. It is insane. It is not fair. It is not possible, right? Yeah, it was like that actually. And yeah, I talk a lot. Sometimes I become like mullah. In Turkey, people call mullahs as hoca. In Iran, we call them as mullah. Why? Because mullahs go to mosques and they talk, they speak for hours and hours. Sometimes I become mullah and I talk a lot, but yes, hoja. This is it. If I talk about the detailed algorithms of YouTube, your brain would explode, really explode. Every frame, imagine that in 2018, YouTube said that we have 2018, 2 years ago, they said we have 23 million active YouTube channels. 23 million active means, I mean, continuously they are creating videos. 23 million active channels. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So, is there someone who can tell me how does it possible for YouTube to control the material? Copyright, oh my God, copyright stuff. How does it possible for YouTube to control the copyright stuff, to control the contents, the originality of the contents? Is that possible? It is not possible for humans, but it is possible for programs or robots or algorithms or whatever. They see frame by frame, they stop the video. I mean, very fast. It is not, I mean, slow. It's very super fast. They stop the video. They read inside. They see, for example, in this frame, for example, there is a road and there are cars and there is a tree. So this scene is related to, for example, city. In the next scene, there is a human. I mean, he or she, let's say, wears, you know, a t-shirt. The t-shirt is this. On the t-shirt, for example, here, on the t-shirt, it says Nike. Can you see it? Of course, yes. For example, it says Nike. It can understand, actually, the YouTube. It says Nike, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, okay, this video is, let's say, 5 minutes. It has different, you know, pictures, or let's say frames. One of them is, you know, cooking, one of them is inside, outside. There is a horse there. So this video maybe is related to lifestyle, for example. It can understand. And again, based on your decisions, your choices, your psychological choices, YouTube decides which videos to show you and which videos not to show you. It's very insane, really insane. Again, after this live, please go and use your YouTube, refresh it, okay? Go to, I mean, open YouTube and refresh. Just refresh the page. You will see each time that you refresh, okay, new set of videos are coming. You say, okay, I don't know these guys. I haven't, you know, subscribed them. I haven't followed them, but what the hell is this? Why? I mean, where do actually these videos come? Understand? Because of that algorithm, YouTube tries to test your psychology. For example, let's say YouTube wants to see, for example, Sadık, what type of videos, how can I say, does Sadık try to watch, or watches, or hates? These are very important. I'm repeating myself. Hello, Mukaddes, how are you? Are you okay? Yes, it is all about artificial intelligence. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. And it is very complicated. It is really complicated and advanced, you know, artificial intelligence, actually. It is insane. In one word, if you want me to explain YouTube's psychology, it is insane. It is really huge, really huge. For example, for us, of course, for those people who are running the channel, YouTube gives us a lot of reports, detailed reports. For example, let's say I uploaded a video, for example, today. It will give me reports after at least 24 hours. Because they say that we want to give you sort of valid report. it is impossible to, because it is analyzing the data. And after that, it gives us the detailed information. It says how many percent of this video has been watched, which part of video is skipped. I mean, were being skipped by people. You know, sometimes, you know, the video is, let's say, 5 minutes long, and sometimes we have this graph. You know, there is a skip here. You know, that is a skip. It means that people normally watched until that part, and then they skipped for different reasons. Maybe it was boring. Maybe it was they didn't want to watch it. Maybe they wanted to see it. So every single reaction, or let's say action, that you as audience, I mean we as audience are doing, is being analyzed by YouTube's robots. Really, it is really insane. If you don't know it, and if you do not see it, you won't believe it. Because I am in this atmosphere, I learned some of them, not of course completely, but some of them. It was insane, incredible. Yes, sorry, sometimes I do not follow the actually chat, but I have to. Yes, I am okay. I saw your conversation and I said I should be here. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. We call it as stop by. You know it? Stop by, phrasal verb for you. Yeah, surprisingly enough, I am talking about some technical stuff about YouTube. Yeah, and it says which countries actually watched your videos a lot, at what time it was high traffic, low traffic, a lot of insane small slight data and information they provide us actually. Yeah, and this live, for example, if you remember, yeah, stop by, you like that phrasal verb. Of course, I am not a big fan of phrasal verb, but of course, native speakers use a lot of phrasal verbs automatically and naturally, actually. But I would say I like to, for example, pay a visit. This is my favorite. For example, instead of saying, how can I say, thank you, Mukaddes, for stopping by, which is correct, I would say, thank you, Mukaddes, for paying me a visit. I'm a big fan of this one. Language is a preference, right? Because it is unlimited, there are a lot of words and phrases, so which one to use? We don't know which one to use, right? So however you speak, unless you are, how can I say, you're not making any mistakes, that is okay. But as long as you're making some mistakes, that is not okay, so you have to fix it. Cool. I talk a lot. Unfortunately, it is one-sided, but thanks to this chat, I can communicate with people right now. So if you have questions, you can ask, please. We can talk about anything. I have some time. And happy Bayram, by the way. I hope I didn't forget it. Of course, we say, because it is Arabic, Islam is Arabic. It comes from Arabic culture, so we need to use Arabic terms. So in that case, I would say happy Eid. It is the combination of English and Arabic, because Eid or Eid in Arabic and also in Farsi means feast. In Turkish means bayram. Okay, so if I say happy bayram, no problem. If I say happy feast, no problem. But officially they say happy Eid. Like that. Yeah, you know, as I said, on this platform, I am free to do whatever I want. I can share my screen right now. I can teach something. Maybe in the future I can have some plans. I can teach something right now. I can show something, and I can type, I can talk. We can have a sort of, how can I say, group conversation, which is fantastic. We can go live. You can come and we can talk about different topics. But on other social media platforms, it is not possible. For example, on Instagram, I used to go live on Instagram a lot. I wish I started to go live, or streaming live, having live stream on YouTube instead of Instagram, which is a huge headache. Listening, like rehearsing former English lessons. Really, I'm really happy to hear that. At American Culture, yes, man, thank you. Teachers normally speak a lot. My personality is not talkative, but when it comes to English, or let's say to sort of teaching stuff, I have to talk, and I talk. And or if the topic is related to something that I like, or if it is related to something that I have some knowledge about, I would definitely talk about it. Yeah. At what time do you usually sleep, by the way? It is almost 1 o'clock. Any ideas? At what time do you usually go to bed these days? I see. Oh my God. I changed my sleeping habit because of Ramadan. Yeah, everybody actually changed their sleeping habits. Almost everybody. Mukaddes says 5 a.m. This is dangerous. Yeah, really bad. Yeah, I mean, me included. Of course, I don't have any. I mean, a kind of healthy habit, but yeah, we need to change it. But because of coronavirus and this kind of pandemic and disaster, we start to basically, how can I say, adapt ourselves with this lifestyle. Oh, we are like 4 people at the moment. I only know that Sadık and Mukaddes are with me, but what about the other 2 people? Why don't you say anything? Are you my student, my friends, my colleague? Who are you? Why you are not showing your face? Don't worry about it. Normally I sleep between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Okay, that is acceptable actually. But to be honest with you, if whenever I sleep like during the night, and whenever I wake up, I feel like a superhero, really, and I can do a lot of stuff very easily, swiftly, and quickly. But when I, how can I say, stay awake late until the, as you said, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. or etc., the other day is gone. It is not productive. My brain doesn't work very, how can I say, in a good way, or I am not productive. I cannot imagine well. I cannot be creative. But sometimes we try to just, speaking of myself, I would say, for example, I'm in the middle of a project and I just want to complete the project, then go to sleep, which is a terrible habit. I know it. But we need someone to say, stop, go to bed and continue tomorrow. For example, this is my problem actually. I cannot do it easily. So this is a weakness. Achilles heel. Do you remember, Sadik? Achilles heel. This is my Achilles heel. Coffee becomes very helpful, but to some extent, it is not. How can I say, as powerful as a fresh morning. It cannot be. It cannot be. Yes, the weak point. Yeah, the weak point. And also, basically, we do this. Knock on wood, right? Sadak says my memory is good. Let's say knock on wood. Do you know this idiom? Knock on wood. Knock on wood means, I think you can translate it directly to Turkish. When we don't want to, how can I say, let's say wish bad luck for someone, ourselves included, we say knock on wood. You don't have that? Really? Mukaddes knows. Yeah, something like that, knock on wood. It is sort of, how can I say, cultural stuff. Okay, so could you please tell me how many people, yes, like we talk something which we don't like or we don't want it to be real. Yes, exactly. Rock the boat is my favorite. We knock on wood. Yes, exactly. Yes, definitely correct. Okay. Yes, we knock on wood. Yeah, exactly. Normally today I wanted to do something for the first time. It was Kahoot. But unfortunately, as you said, you are not ready at the moment. You don't have, two devices. If you had two devices, we would definitely be able to go and play Kahoot today. because it is right now, it is ready. I can open it right now, but you are not ready. It was very spontaneous without any warning. So we are 3 people at the moment. How many of you have 2 devices, or have access to 2 devices, like 1 laptop? It is possible, and also 1 telephone. It is possible. You can switch to laptop and play with your telephone or tablet, or only one laptop also is enough. 1 laptop is also enough. You can divide the screen into 2 parts. From one screen you can watch. From the other screen you can open the, let's say, Google Chrome, and open the Kahoot, and we can play it. Are you with me at the moment? Who are with me at the moment? Is that okay? Sadık and Mukaddes are with me, but you didn't answer my question. Can you play Kahoot right now to try it? You know, actually, I wanted to try the latency. You know, the swiftness of, you know, the whole system. You cannot. Okay, no problem. So for next time and next time, hopefully I will let you know, okay, that I will go live, so that you can be ready, be prepared, and join, so that we can play Kahoot. We can play Kahoot. I have a lot of Kahoots, basically listening Kahoots, grammar Kahoots. There are a lot. We have a deal. Yes, exactly. So right now I am ready to answer your questions. If there's any kind of question, I am all ears. This is a new idiom for you, maybe. This is a good idiom. I am all ears means I am totally focusing and listening to you. I mean, totally listening to you. Oh, thank you. God may be with everyone. Thank you very much. You know, unfortunately, in mid, let's say, spring until, let's say, late summer, normally it starts from mid spring and it continues until late summer. I basically deal with my seasonal allergy. What happens? My voice changes. I sneeze like 200 times in a second. Runny nose, runny eyes. You know, I look like a Dracula, and it is with me every year. unfortunately. But I try to use herbal remedy. Yeah, Dracula. I try to use herbal remedy, and I am not a big fan of chemical medicine. Yeah, I am not a big fan of that. So everything should be organic, at least as much as I can. Although maybe the things, the products are not organic. We have no other choice, unfortunately. We have no other choice. And you know, it is really interesting that I can do a lot of stuff with this OBS Studio, which is super nice. And we can do a lot of nice stuff. Let me share a good thing. Hold on. But by the way, if you have any question, you can ask me. Yes, I really believe in drinking water. Yes, you know what? My name is associated with water. You know that. Meysam means stream of water. But apart from that, actually, I do love water. I really want to drink up water as much as I can, especially during the summer. There is a light in windows. Where are you? There is light in windows? What kind of light? What do you mean? In Turkey? Yes, I am in Istanbul, but I didn't get it. I mean, there's a light in windows. What kind of light? Aha! The window in the background. That is a picture, Mukaddes. That's a background picture. It is not real. No, this is not real. No. Is that realistic? I am happy that it is realistic. It looks at least realistic. Yeah. I can change it at any time, but it is okay for now. You know, it is okay for now, but very briefly, let me show you something, and then step by step let's stop it. Of course, I enjoy talking to you, although I cannot hear your voices. I try to actually understand, try to visualize your voices. Okay, so hold on. Are you with me at the moment? Oh, cool. So I am going to share my screen, okay, and tell you something. Okay, ready? Hold on. Okay, maybe you're not going to see me at the moment, but okay. You know, it is a little bit I am not very comfortable with this software so far. It is a little bit complicated, but I am trying actually to be hold on, just wait a moment. Okay, video capture device. It is not video capture, actually. It is display capture. Yeah, it should be video capture. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so forget about me. You are going to hear my voice. I am going to show you a little bit of my page, my channel, a little bit, and then I will come back to you and we will say goodbye and we will do our own job, and hopefully next time we will continue actually just hold on. Okay, so what do you see at the moment? Do you see something? Okay, hold on. I think yes, you are right now. You are seeing some stuff. Hold on. Yes, it is normal, right? I go back to normal mode right now, but what I wanted to do is different. Just hold on. Okay, screen capture, display capture. Yes, display capture. Okay. I made you bored, right? Yes, window capture. Yeah, it's very complicated. Anyway, hold on. Yes, I did it. Now listen. Okay. So what do you see? You see my home page, let's say, right? These are the videos. You know, imagine that you're on your home page, and because I watched these videos a lot recently, you see these stuff a lot. Again, if I refresh it, you see, now new type of videos are coming. Again, I refresh. You see, some of them changed again. You know, if I do it until morning, like in Turkish you say sabaha kadar, what happens? It keeps changing. Not totally, but some of them are changing, right? Anyway, so let me show you the channel. You know, when you come to this channel, you have to pay attention that first, you definitely need to go to playlist. You know, I designed this playlist and it took a lot of time. Maybe you say sometimes the videos are not suitable for my level. You say, for example, I am C1 level. But the videos is very basic, so why should I watch it? Okay, in that case, don't watch it. In that case, you just wait for the type of content which is suitable with your level. Okay, Or if you do not want to wait, you just come here, come to my playlist, and based on the category you can go and choose some. For example, if you want to study grammar, basically I don't teach grammar, you can go to grammar, pronunciation, Rosetta Stone. This is a set actually. This is a set. I started teaching it from really basic situation, basic level up to C1 level. It is going to be a huge amount of video, but step by step, I will put them. This is Instagram lives or any kind of lives. Vocabulary booster is actually my favorite. I spend a lot of time on these stuff. EDMs, IELTS, anyway. But the point is this. For example, let's say teaching tips. I said teaching tips for teachers. I said teaching tips for teachers, but of course students can also take advantage of. But the point is this. They are based on, how can I say, in order, right? So this one is the first video, the second one is the second video, and this is actually the latest video. Imagine that we tap on that, and hold on, the laptop is going to say goodbye. Just hold on, please. Anyway, on most of the videos I worked a lot, so there's a subtitle. Subtitle is available. We have two types of subtitles. One of them is actually the auto-generated subtitle, which I remove it because it is not 100% accurate. So I created the subtitle again, and I uploaded the subtitle so it is much more accurate. For example, when they talk, you see the subtitle is much more accurate. You can see it, you can take advantage of. Let's say 80% of videos have subtitles that I created for them. You can take advantage. Next one is this. When you tap on show more, you have a brief, actually, how can I say, description of the video. Then you you go down. Actually, these are time tags. Very interesting, very super cool stuff. Because I asked like 11 questions from teacher Firuze. Okay, and each question is in one part of the video. So if you don't want to watch everything, you can simply tap on these time tags and it directly takes you to that part. For example, let's say I want to hear this question: what is the difference between young learners and adults? When it is like the time is 5 minute 5 and 3 seconds. So right now it is like 6, but imagine that I am here. So I want to go and open this one. You see, it directly goes to that part. You see, the question starts. These are something that you can really take advantage of. Plus some of the videos have Quizlets. The vocabulary that we used in this video is available for you to study. You tap on the vocabulary on your telephone, it opens a Quizlet. Okay, Sadık knows it. Maybe Mukaddes also knows that. It directs you to this page. I design these Quizlets specifically for videos, right? So you can take advantage of these vocabulary. You can study them. You can study. I didn't put any Turkish or Farsi. I only put like English to English because the video is like advanced level. Can you imagine how many words are there here? and then actually you can play. I don't want to talk about the Quizlet. Yeah, these are something that you can take advantage of, right? And when it finishes, you know it, of course, mostly it has some other, you know, suggestions. You can, for example, move to Teacher Kemal, or you can, of course, move to another playlist. Yeah, like that. It was one of the actually thing that I wanted to tell. Yeah, interesting, huh? You know, I'm really happy that I have this freedom, and you know, I can do anything on this platform thanks to OBS Studio. It is possible actually to teach something. I have plans, but I need support, of course. The support is very important, and also the motivation. Of course, motivation is inside the support, and you know, these stuff really take a lot of time. Don't forget that. I'm a sort of perfectionist person. Sadik knows that. Very perfectionist. This is a weak point for me. If you are a perfectionist, it means that you are vulnerable to lose a lot of time, because you are so sensitive, and you know, you are not easily satisfied. You are not comfortable to say to just let it go. So what happens? You lose time, and step by step, what happens? All of a sudden you see that, oh my God, I lost like 2 days, 3 days on one specific video, and at the end of the day you see, oh my God, the views are terrible. For example, people, I mean, open the video and normally they, how can I say, just leave that. For example, let me show it. Hold on. Let me show it again very briefly, and then we can basically, okay, right now you have to see the page. For example, it was a recent video, like 40 minutes. People say, oh my God, 40 minutes. This is 40 minutes because it has to be 40 minutes, you know. It is a lesson. But I mean, I always say the categories, how can I say, the psychologies of the YouTube channels are completely different. My channel, fortunately or unfortunately, is educational. I am not entertainer. I am not Jimmy Kimmel. I am not Jim Carrey or whatever. Those people are entertaining people. I try to entertain sometimes, but I'm a teacher. I try to teach something. So how does it possible to teach grammar in 5 minutes? Possible, yes, it is possible. But is that effective? No, it cannot be. Mostly students complain, oh teacher, you know, thank you very much, but the videos are very long. Videos are very long because they have to be long. It is impossible. I mean, I want to communicate, I want to tell it, you know, swiftly, slowly. So when a student, let's say language learner, comes to my channel, let's say tries to learn something, he or she should come, how can I say, in a ready way. I mean, the student should take his or her, let's say, notebook, and basically try to what? Try to follow, write down, you know, take notes, blah blah blah. Anyway, very quickly, let's say this video, okay? I go to analytics. It is available only for me because this is my channel. You cannot see it. You know, on the analytics, you know, at the beginning it was like, if you see, it was like Friday May 15, 10 p.m. It was the time that I actually uploaded this video. When I uploaded, 15 people actually came to watch it. Okay, then it goes forward, you know. Right now it is like 24th of May. Okay, like after 8 days and 4 hours, if you may see it, like 169 people actually have watched this video. So total watch time from 169 people surprisingly is 14 hours, which means that people didn't watch the video completely. If let's say 169 people watched it completely, it should be like 169 hours, you see, but it is like 14 hours. This is the overall, you know, thing. This is terrible. This is really terrible, you know. Audience retention, this is the most important factor on YouTube. This is very important. YouTube says, okay, let's say 169 people actually have watched this video, but how long they watched it? How long? So average view duration is like 5 minutes. This is terrible. 5 minutes and 29 seconds, which means that 13.7% of 169 people watched this video. So what happens? The popularity of video decreased so that YouTube will not show this video again. So what happens? This video will actually plummets. So can you see these, you know, I don't know what to call them. Anyway, can you see these shapes? It means that people here skip the video. I mean, skip forward or backward sometimes, you know. For example, this is a little bit flat. It means that people watch this and then they skipped it, this part, and it goes this way. Normally a good video in YouTube's eye is a kind of video that has at least 50% of audience retention. Means 50% of the video should be watched by the people. Okay, and there are a lot of different, you know, things, likes and dislikes. All of them are, you know, being numbered here, and also we have reach. These are some other stuff that I don't want to talk about them right now. It is difficult. Maybe next time I will talk about them. It takes time. Some other stuff, like very interesting. Engagement is also important. Yeah, actually you saw it, like so far engagement is 14.9 hours, and average view is 5 minutes. You know, 5 minutes for 14 minutes is terrible. You see, like that. So because it is like that, it will go like that. It means that YouTube from this point to that point didn't show the video to others. Okay, like that. And audience is very complicated. Yeah, it was one of the actually things that YouTube shows. Hold on. See more. Sorry, hold on. I think it should be over here. See more. No, I made a mistake. Tentative. You know, it is very complicated, so that I sometimes cannot find it. It's possible. Okay, maybe, yeah, definitely it should be here. Yes. You know, it gives me some extra information about it. This video brought me 2 new subscribers. This video has been shown to 759 people, new people on YouTube. And this picture, the picture of the, they call it as thumbnail, the picture of the video actually absorbed like 9.5% of this amount of people to basically tap or click on the video to watch it. And source, traffic source, this is very important, very, very important. The traffic source basically is from browsing, normally browsing. Other YouTube features, external, sometimes, let's say we send the links so that people watch it. And we have more, yes, more. We have geography, very interesting. On geography, it is not available. So maybe I have to wait for a couple of days so that I can see the geography. Interesting. I will explain these stuff later in much more detailed version. But in one word, I have to tell you that YouTube is a huge a huge country, believe me. Everybody is important, everybody. YouTubers, YouTube itself, of course, YouTubers, the companies which are giving or putting their ads or advertisements on YouTube, plus people are so important. As you saw, if the video is not popular, YouTube will not show it to others. If YouTube does not show the video to others, to new people, so what happens? The video goes down. So let's say I accidentally opened, let's say, one of the videos of my favorite, let's say my favorite YouTuber, so I just cancel it. In this case, I ruin his or her work. I am not helping him or her. I am not helping them. I ruin their effort, their energy, their time, to be honest. Okay, cool. Of course, I am not blaming anyone, don't get me wrong, of course. But I am still learning it, and the more I learn, more complicated these stuff become and more interesting these things become. But hopefully in the future I will definitely talk about these algorithms in really detailed version, and your brain will literally explode. Literally explode. Will explode actually. Okay, sorry I couldn't read your comments. I didn't know that before. I'll check it. Thank you. Of course, it is up to you. We are not forcing anyone. If you want to be helpful, not just for me, for all of those people who you really appreciate, we need to do it. I do it. I hope others do that for me too. Sadek says I need to exit. No problem. No, it is very late. No problem. Of course, we can talk later. Mukaddes says I watched your some of your videos. Let me correct it if you don't mind. Some of your videos, but I can say honestly you need changes. Okay, sure. I definitely need ideas, fresh ideas, and also how can I say constructive criticism. I'm a big fan of constructive criticism, not destructive. Everybody can destroy. For example, we can go to cinema and try to watch, let's say, Marvel, and everybody can destroy. Okay, that was terrible. The visual effect is terrible. We can destroy them, right? We can easily destroy them. Everybody can do it, but if we can criticize the community, the atmosphere, the person, the content in a way that they can improve, that is a huge help, really a huge help. I really appreciate. I always say, please share your ideas. I mean, as a comment under the comment section, I always say that. Try to say that. Say, teacher, I didn't like it. Say it. You know, if you say it, I can understand. Okay, I put a lot of energy and effort on creating this type of videos, but people don't like it. So why should I create you know, such videos? So I can change it. It is fantastic help, really. Anyway, so she says that you need some change because students talk very slow and it makes me feel boring. It makes me feel bored, actually. I think many people open videos and they bored, then go. Unfortunately, yes, you know, this is something that we have to talk in detail. I mentioned it before, actually. I said, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, I have no idea about it. For some people it is fortunately, for some people it is unfortunately. Because I am dealing with English, I mean teaching English, and English as a concept is a huge concept, is a really big concept, which means that, I mean, teachers should talk about pronunciation, should talk about vocabulary, grammar, speaking, reading, you know, TOEFL exams, general exam, you know, a lot of stuff. Even if let's say I want to talk about speaking, you know, the speaking is not just about speaking. It needs effort or information about pronunciation, intonation, you know, how can I say, stress, schwa, this, that. There are a lot. So because I am teacher and I have different, you know, types of students with, I mean, in different levels. Let's say I have A1 level students too. All of my students are not C1 level. Majority of them are A1, A2 level. So some contents are really difficult because they are designed for advanced level. So what happens? A1, A2 level cannot understand. He or she opens the video, okay, I don't understand it, so he leaves the video. That is why I always say, if you look for a content, please go to my playlist. On my playlist, look for your specific content. Or if you are interested in learning something, you say, okay, whatever the content, the video is, I will definitely watch it and I try to learn something. Okay, that is different. But let's say I had a student once. He actually, we worked on his writing, nothing else. We just used to work on his writing. I used to correct his mistakes. I used to give him, you know, some ideas. So he doesn't need to watch listening videos, for example, or let's say he doesn't need to watch, let's say, teacher's video, right? So he only should find the videos which is related to writing, grammar, and vocabulary, for example. So you have to just, how can I say, specify your whole situation, and then based on that you can find your favorite material. But I always say, please, as you did today, always try to give me your opinions and your ideas. Always, they are very valuable because you are the people who are watching the content. If the content is terrible, tell me so that I won't create such content, such videos, or I would change the, you know, subject. I will change the content. I don't know. You should help me. As I said, YouTube is a community. YouTube is a sort of atmosphere, a sort of community that we are trying to help each other. YouTubers help viewers to get entertained, to learn something. In return, viewers, let's say, I'm a viewer as well, viewers watch videos to help YouTubers. This is, I mean, the cooperation is like that. Yeah, easy peasy, very basic and simple. Yeah. Okay. In video there was only voice and it was moving slowly. This type video ruins our attention. You mean the speaking club? You mean the speaking club concept? Which one? I see. Yeah, possible. Possible, yes, you're right. Actually, I thought maybe it can be how can I say, useful for language learners to learn through some vocabulary, because during speaking clubs I write a lot of new vocabulary and expressions and idioms on the board, so I decided to actually bring them into the video. I just decided to do it, but as you said, or if some other people do not say it, actually it is not just about audience's attention. Of course it is about audience's attention. I mean, YouTube's how can I say, information data shows a lot. If we try to focus on those data, we would definitely see that, oh my god, yes, as you said, let's say speaking club videos weren't that much popular. A lot of people just skip watching it, so what happens? These videos are not popular, they are not effective. Maybe they are effective from my perspective, but from your perspective, from your students' perspective, maybe they are not effective enough. So it is a warning. It can be a warning for me that I can stop creating such videos, and then everybody would be happy. But please, again, I don't want to repeat it again. If you don't have time, or you don't want to watch the video, do not tap or click on the video. This is terrible. Yeah, please. This is my honest and sincere request. If you have time, if you really want to watch it, please watch it until the end to help me, to not just me, to help others as well. This is a humble request. And second of all, yeah, try to watch the videos completely, especially the longest videos. I mean, if you want to help me, actually, you can do it. By the way, being here on YouTube live stream is a huge help for me right now, because it gives me a lot of watch time. Imagine that we have like 100 people watching this show, this conversation at the moment. 100 people. If I go live like for 1 hour, you have to multiply that 1 hour to 100. It will give me like 100 watch time. Understand? This is really cool, and I really appreciate your presence here. I only know Mukaddes is here, but I don't know about the other two people. Whoever they are, thank you for being here. I think that is enough for today. Step by step, actually, I am learning this OBS studio, and I try to actually get used to it and be comfortable. But as you saw, it took some time for me. I had to just struggle a little bit to find the specific element or parts of the system, the studio to use it, but step by step I will get used to it. Thank you very much again for watching me and listening me and following me. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask me. You can type under the videos. Don't treat YouTube in general. We should not treat YouTube as other social media platforms. It is completely different psychology, and it has a purpose. It has a purpose. It is a serious job. I mean, serious work. It is not like Instagram, or some other stuff, TikTok or whatever. It is serious. It is very systematic, very complicated, very delicate, very precise, and many other adjectives as well. But let's say we have to make this community positive. YouTube is a positive place. I mean, gives freedom for everyone to speak freely, as long as they are not offending some other people. As long as YouTubers are not offending others, I mean, they are not calling bad words, they are not talking in a hatred way, they are not, how can I say, talking about against religion or racist stuff or political stuff. As long as they do not do it, YouTube is a good platform for them to actually work and be successful. So you are a very successful teacher. Thank you very much. You are successful. Let's say, I don't want to call you as a student, really a sort of individual, really successful, very hardworking. I appreciate it with your works. I appreciate your works. You give time. Okay, thank you very much. It is my pleasure, and I'm really thankful for you to be here with me for like almost 2 hours. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future. Take care of yourself and be happy. Bye bye.